Hello, my name is Spencer Carr, and this is presentation 2 for Accounting 6650 with Dr. David Christensen at Southern Utah University. Today I'll be doing my presentation on the famous whistleblower Kim Emigh. Kim Emigh worked at WorldCom, and he had strict adherence to ethics, which caused him some trouble at WorldCom. Nonetheless, he continued to do the right thing. I will outline how Emigh followed the 7 steps to blow the whistle as outlined by Trevino and Nelson in the book Managing Business Ethics. The first step is to approach your manager first, if you can. In his first 4 years at WorldCom, Emigh was asked to do various things that he believed to be unethical but not illegal, such as paying vendors slowly, and he noticed contract workers that were getting paid twice. With these first incidents, he went to his manager, and Emigh was transferred multiple times due to him bringing up issues with his manager. The final incident, Emigh also followed this first step, but also progressed through the next steps. The second step is to discuss the issue with your family. Emigh saw the writing on the wall and knew that something was up, as every time he brought up an issue, they transferred him to another department. Emigh discussed this issue with his family, and after he got fired, his kids knew what their dad were going through, and they knew why they were going through a financial hardship. The third step is to take it to the next level. Emigh didn't waste much time going to the next level based on his previous experiences. This time around, the company sent out a memo instructing their accountants to expense capital expenditures rather than capitalizing them. Emigh felt very uneasy about this, so he went up the corporate chain, and the response he got was, "Do it anyway." The fourth step is to contact your company's ethics officer. At this time, there weren't nearly as many laws to protect whistleblowers as there are now, so WorldCom didn't have an ethics officer. But now most companies do have some type of system where you can report ethical issues anonymously. The fifth step is to consider going outside your chain of command. Emigh did this when he had contacted the chief operating officer's assistant. This seemed to be most helpful thing for Emigh because he got a grateful response and the assurance that the directive was not WorldCom policy. He even received assurance that he wouldn't get fired over reporting the issue from the assistant, which didn't last long as Emigh was fired 2 months later. The sixth step is to go outside the company. Since Emigh was no longer with the company and exhausted all of his contacts and resources inside the company, this was the natural next step. Emigh was furious when he was let go and he wanted to sue, so he got a lawyer to represent him, and an SEC investigation ensued. This step is very hard because it can be very difficult to convince people, and the SEC specifically, that you have a legitimate claim. The seventh and final step is to leave the company. Emigh didn't have a chance to voluntarily take this step, as he was fired after blowing the whistle, which made it extremely difficult for him to find a new job, which took him several months. These steps should generally be followed in order, since the order is logical. However, you may need to skip a step for various reasons, which is okay. Emigh was very courageous to blow the whistle at WorldCom, and he had to endure very hard consequences, but he had the support of his family, which turned out to be the most important, and is probably why it is the second step to discuss the issue with your family. If we ever come across a similar situation, let us refer to the 7-step process. Thank you.